Welcome to another broadcast of Habits and Money.
Elevate your business with 10x Branding and Marketing LLC. Our expert team specializes in enhancing your brand's visibility and connecting you with your ideal clients. We employ strategies that increase reach, leaving a lasting impact and driving client conversion. Trust and credibility are vital in businesses and excel in building them even with a limited budget. Our cost-effective approaches ensure you get the best results without overspending. Ready to boost your business cash flow? Contact us at 332-235 T99 and let 10x Branding and Marketing LLC guide you to success. Our focus is on elevating your visibility, which directly translates to growth. Experience the power of effective branding and marketing with us and witness your business thrive.
As usual, I have a very dynamic personality in studio today, and her name is Atina Todd. Atina Todd happens to have an MBA in fine arts, and she's also a personal brand specialist. Today, we are going to be doing a deep dive into a pretty interesting topic. Today, we see many businesses get started, but many businesses fail. And what Atina is going to focus on today is going to be a game changer that's going to really help you to take new ideas, up-level those new ideas into your business, and really position your business to really leapfrog in that growth process. So I want to ask you to join me in welcoming Atina on stage. Atina!
Hey, hi, Gary.
How are you?
Doing awesome. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. It's always a pleasure having you, on stage and to, just hear you articulate yourself around personal branding. I know you have so much to share. I know you have a major event coming up on the 31st of July, and that event is titled From Startup to Standout. And what I'm hearing from the title alone is that you're focusing on really leveraging your A game, your SaaS, to really help startup businesses to stand out. What I love also about what you're doing is that you are introducing power of AI into the whole ecosystem of business startup, business growth, and business expansion. And along with that, you're incorporating personal branding. And I must say that you're really onto something, because traditionally, what we see is that many rising stars in business, they focus a whole lot on the corporate brand and not so much on the personal brand. But I believe it's by focusing on the personal branding, it is what really enables the ideal client to better identify with personalities within the organization, which helps the organization in of itself to much more easier break through that know, like, and trust. Atina, all to you. Can you tell us about this awesome event that you have earmarked for the 31st of this month?
Yes, thank you, Gary. Thank you so much for inviting me a second time to your podcast. So I am very grateful to have shared this particular area with your audience. We actually have been running within this particular, we immersed this part of the AI and the personal branding for the last year or so ourselves, and tested ourselves and testing within our community. Now we are ready to do a kickoff launch and the release into the public. So because we see this emerging market as, in this particular area, especially for business. As we know, if I say, oh, you know about ChatGPT, people say, yeah, I already know that. That's more like history. But that was what a lot of people were playing with the AI tools, but exactly how to integrate it all together to become a seamless, workflow. And that is the area is for this particular year. That's where everybody's heading. Only 2% of the business know how to implement it properly. 2% in the world in the business. And then some companies are slower than the other, because different culture have a different dynamics, and some companies able to spot those trends and are ready to move. And some people are, especially you see bigger corporation, are moving a little bit slower. Well, I should say a lot slower because you got to go through a layer of decision making, process. And some people are afraid their job's going to get replaced. And unfortunately, that it would be true. But that's only, it's not the AI replacing human, is actually is the human are not learning this particular AI language are actually going to be replaced with another human that is learning this language. So that is kind of how we see it is coming. So that's why I'm saying running the business or not running the business, that's what we have seen even in the job market. This particular skills are becoming precedented, to, especially in today's market, or even 5 or 10 years moving forward.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the event. I love all that you have said about, but what I recognize is that this event is going to be targeting senior course coordinators and managers. Is going to be targeting content producers and possibly senior managers. One of the focus that I believe you want to accomplish in targeting this demographic is to really help them to get a better appreciation in terms of how AI can complement personal branding. Can you help us to understand when you say that the program Start Up to Stand Out is going to be introducing the power of AI to the business community, and it's going to be really introducing these personal branding as a plus to enhancing businesses' chance to be know, like, and trust.
Mhm.
Can you help us to understand some of those things that are going to be discussed at that event?
Sure. So even though I share about even people are working for corporate, they do need to pay attention to this particular part about learning the AI. However, when we are addressing about the AI powered personal branding, we are more focused on building the brand for CEO, for the represent. They are the one representing the company, and also the coaches are launching their program online. New coaches are launching the program online, and the senior. A lot of time, a senior not only having the challenge of knowing exactly the implementation step for the startup, but also have additional challenges on the technical part of that and the navigation, because the AI is such a, most people have seen it's like more like a high tech, or they even try to figure out how to use it. So that is kind of how we have seen a lot of people are getting stuck on even know how to use those applications, and that they're not really spending that much time to, or even able to focus on building their personal brand. So that's why we want to help the new coaches starting from step 1 to step 5. First is to help them identify themselves. What is their brand identity? We talk about this in the personal brand, like not personal brand, personal development a lot. People are like,
Mhm.
who am I? What am I here to do? Same thing when people are running the business. It's the same concept. What is your brand identity? Who are you? What kind of what problem can you solve? Solution, the benefits. How do you differentiate from other people out in the market? How are you different? It's like, so everybody have a different angle. Just kind of like you heard some other people speaking. This is their superpower. There's a lot of similar concept, but using different language. The same thing. We're helping people create their brand identity. We're helping people craft their brand story. Just as you can see, right now, I know most people don't like to watch commercial during the movies, but if you start watching all those commercial, a lot of those, like at least from what I see in the automobile industry, having converting the commercial, hardcore commercial salesy type of language into more of the story. Sometimes you didn't even realize that your movie got cut. It was a commercial you're watching. People thought they're just watching a movie.
Oh,
That is kind
mhm.
of the trends nowadays. People want to relate it to brand in the form of a story. So that's kind of what we will be helping the people who are starting out, is to craft their brand story in the story form, which is natural, like how you and I talk. So later on, when they are putting all together, market on the market, it does not feel like salesy. It just feel like a natural conversation that they're trying to build a deeper conversation with the audience.
Essential Care Pharmacy, providing more than your healthcare needs. Get the best in muscle building products, health supplement products, beauty care products, medical supplies, colognes and cosmetics, blood pressure testing kits. Access our medical doctors, and so much more. Essential Care Pharmacy, your leading healthcare provider.
I really like what you're attempting to do here. because I think for many years the traditional approach in enhancing the visibility of your business, the traditional approach is to focus a lot on the corporate branding. And here is where you're talking now of ways to brand the CEO and to brand the top leadership of the organization. And I think that that has so much of pluses to it because one, I think the CEO, the senior management of the organization, they are literally the brain of the organization. So they understand the now, the then and the future. And they are better able to articulate themselves around those points. And I think they are maybe some of the best suited persons to communicate information to the ideal client about past trends, current trends, and what is going to be future trends. I love also that you're incorporating AI into this process. So I want to wish you tremendous luck in this effort. I do believe that, if we can see more of the CEOs as influencers, I can only imagine the impact that that's going to have on the growth of the organization. So is there more that you want to tell us about this event? What inspired you to jumpstart an initiative like this?
To make the world a better place. I know it sounds so cliche. Well, to me, I feel, well, it's just because I've been in business for a while now. This is like first time running a business. So I do know a lot of time people are running the business, pretend somebody they're not. To me, it's just, maybe it's just my personal sake. I would like to have a genuine human connection with another person when when they can drop their facade and then it just be real, then I actually have a real human conversation and not what they think other people want them to be. So to me, if we become real and authentic, just like in any, business brand, that's kind of why you see those like Tesla, with Elon Musk, when he show up, even though he started, he have some, I think he is also, sometimes I almost feel like I'm related to him a little bit just because I think through my thoughts go through a lot in my head. So when I verbalize, my thoughts already like running like miles an hour. It's already passed. And so sometimes I wish a lot of things that I have, go through my head, I can, elaborate clearly, right? So, but it was because of that affection of Elon Musk when he's on, any talks. And that's how people can feel they're related because even though he's so successful the way he is, that he still have that imperfection that people can relate. Therefore, just because the way he show up on his personal brand, that's how he show up. And then people can relate that imperfection. Therefore, you create the loyalty and trust towards
Love
the
that.
company of the product.
Yeah.
And that's why
So
for the lasting relationship with their customer.
okay. So you've mentioned Elon Musk, and I think that he plays a great role in terms of his personal brand. And he's known on across multiple social media platforms. I have heard of occasion where he shows up and he represents and he supports as a person who is there to connect with people and who cares for people. I've heard those stories. But can you identify a few other celebrity personalities that you think have done a good job at branding themselves, personal branding?
Barbara Corcoran. She is my, wait, can you tell me I should wear yellow too? Yeah, I to me those are the people I can identify myself to. Not only the past, like how they started out, how Barbara started as a waitress, how the ex-boyfriend said to her, you could not be successful without me. And then all those kind of the how people like the resilience, fighting through those beliefs and become how successful she is today. And then she is the person that I see. She's not only genius in marketing, she is also in with the humor and also creativity. And I love how she used the color. If you see all her marketing reels, she infused a lot of different color. You would think that people live in New Yorker. I'm sorry. I guess you're probably East Coast too. So You have a lot of black or gray, color,
Yeah.
but you infuse a lot of pink, bright color, and that is her brand visual. And that's one of the things we'll be talking about in AI powered personal branding. Is all those things are communicated with your audience. What is your brand look like, right? So it's not coming from the copy that you've written, coming from the story that you're telling. And also, how do you translate that into the brand visual, the color, the font, the image, the whatever, the hairstyle? This is all taken into the account, creating your personal brand. And how do you combine all of these elements together in the spot? You could be put on the website, could be shown up in the event. This is all visual to people in the market. Regardless, they will Google you to find out your article, or they will find out your things on YouTube. They get to see how you interact with Gary like this, right? This is all part of personal branding. Every move, every, emotion, hand gesture, the lighting, the background, the color. This is all demonstrating a brand. This is my brand visual.
Yeah.
Essential Care Pharmacy, providing more than your healthcare needs. Get the best in muscle-building products, health supplement products, beauty care products, medical supplies, colognes and cosmetics, blood pressure testing kits. Access our medical doctors, and so much more. Essential Care Pharmacy, your leading healthcare provider.
What I really love about what you're saying is that definitely can create a mindset shift for a lot of senior managers, because when you are focusing on enhancing your personal brand, one of the things that you really have to focus on is if you're really appealing to people and if you're connecting with people. And I think that type of spotlight is going to change mindset, because very often, I've heard situations where, junior staff interface with senior staffs and they feel as though they're interfacing with a brick wall. In this context, I guess you're going to be really shaking people up and say, hey, we need to take down that brick wall. In your personal brand, you need to find a better way and, to ensure that you're relatable, you are friendly, you're approachable. And, I just see all of this coming out of this major event that you're going to be having coming up pretty soon. Which part of your headline is going to be. Part of your headline is from startup to stand out, and man, I just can't wait to experience that program. So, is there anything you want us to share with the public in terms of coming out to the event? And I want to give you the chance now to share your last thoughts on the event, and if you want to tell the public how they can possibly get tickets or be part of the event, I want to give you the opportunity to do so right now.
Sure. So yes, I will actually give Gary the link to drop in this podcast. To click on that link to join us on the event is going to be on July 31st at 10 a.m. PDT. And then, so whatever the time zone you are at, do a little math.
Yeah.
But it is going to be at 10 a.m. on the Pacific time zone. And then it's going to be about 90 minutes or so. We're going to be doing a deep dive of exactly the step-by-step how you can take advantage of your future.
This is going to be virtual, or this is going to be at a physical and a virtual event?
Virtual event, so it doesn't matter. I know you can wear your pajamas to come in, but just expect you to turn on your camera. We're gonna have a little interaction, right? This is all about personal branding. So come to network with other business professional. You just never really know when your next opportunity is gonna land, right? So this is all about the opportunity to show up and then present your personal brand and then network with other professionals, and then maybe started collaborating with the event in the future.
And this is a free event.
Free event, exactly. It is a free event.
Okay. So I really want to say to the public, Athena is definitely an exceptional talent, and I want to encourage you to come out and be part of this unique experience. It's a virtual event, and you can stay in the comfort of your home, the comfort of your office, and you can just be exposed to pure talent coming out of Athena and her team. Remember, the event is going to be on the 31st. The event starts at 10, and A link will be placed in the description of this video. So I want to encourage you to go there now and click that link and ensure that you are registered for this event. All right, Atina, I must say it has been such a pleasure talking with you today again, and I really love what you're doing. It's somewhat different, and I do believe it is necessary because I do believe that what you're doing, you're incorporating AI, and you are bringing a twist to personal branding. And you are, at the end of the day, you are strengthening the business ability to be more appealing to the ideal client, which I believe is creating that win-win situation where you are, you're visible in the right way, you're making impact in the right way, you're increasing your chance to, convert your client after making the strongest impact. And anything that is going to help in client conversion is definitely going to play into cash flow optimization. So at the end of the day, you have a business that is well set, well working oil machine that is going to be cash flow optimizing. So with that being said, any last words before we wrap up today's program?
So I would just say, come join the event and learn how to become the client magnet machine.
Wow, client magnet machine. I like how you put all these words together.
I'm very creative by it.
I know that, after all, you have your MBA and, in fine arts. So I know, you're very creative in your thinking process. I want to say to the audience who are going to be listening to this program, if you think that that is the best of Atina, you ain't hear nothing yet. Atina is now getting warm up. So get registered and come out and be part of that outstanding, unique event that's going to really show you how to, create your lead magnet and how to, attract the ideal client like a pro. Thanks for sitting with me, Atina, and looking forward to the event. And we will definitely be talking soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for inviting me.
Pitch Deck 101 LLC out of New York. Do more than just support our clients to pitch their businesses to investors access working capital at 0% APR. We also support our clients to grow and scale their businesses faster and cash flow optimize. Pitch Deck 101 LLC recent partnership with 10X Branding Marketing LLC and Global Capital Inc. out of the USA has enabled us to form unique partnership with multiple financial institutions, which means we can do even more to accelerate the success of our clients. Let Pitch Deck 101 LLC give you the support you need to pitch to investors, access capital, access new markets, and grow and scale your business. Contact us now on 332-235-1099 for a free consultation.